What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, a certified personal trainer, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. What? If you'd like to follow me on social media, here's how you can do it. TikTok and Instagram are where I'm the most active. Pick your platform. Let's have some fun while we are debunking some MLM hunts. Okay, today I am really excited about this video. I have talked about bridge contracts. Many other content creators in the anti-MLM movement have also talked about bridge contracts. If you're not familiar with what that is, it is typically a sales, performance, bonus, or contract of some kind. When a leader of an MLM company leaves that company, goes to another company, this company, I said company a whole lot, sometimes will offer a contract that pads their income while they're transitioning to the new company. They have to meet certain requirements that the company puts in place. Everybody agrees. That individual leader that's bringing their team from a previous company ends up getting a guaranteed income while their team starts over. This is not typically disclosed to the team that is coming over to the new company by the leader. In my opinion, it is extremely unethical. You already know how I feel about multi-level marketing companies, but this video right here was sent to me, and these stories, I should say, from Instagram. Thank you to the individual that sent it my way. I think this is a really important conversation, and I'm really excited to talk about this. So this is somebody that is in Beachbody or Bodi, and Bodi recently notified their distributors that they're going to an affiliate model. What that essentially means is that the people that choose to click on become an affiliate starting sometime in November, they are going to lose all of their current customers and their team members, if they had any, and essentially they're going to have to start over. We love that they're going to an affiliate model, but the fact that these people are losing their customers, I feel like that's pretty shady. If they are that distributor's customers and they've worked with them for years, they should not be losing that. I find that pretty sketchy. But again, we're talking about a multi-level marketing company. So, because it's still currently an MLM. Anyways, I say this a lot. You know, the call is coming from inside the house, but the call today is coming from inside the house. So let's watch it together and let me know, as always, in the comments what you think about it.
I've really gotten a chance to address this, so I feel like I should, since I've got like a moment to myself for once. By the way, we got a van. I don't even know if I got to share that because I have not been on social media hardly at all. I've been focused on family. We've had a lot of challenges with Theo, just figuring out some stuff for him this year, and all my energy has gone towards that. And of course, we've had a new baby at home, and he's almost 7 months old, and just a lot of focusing on that in our dental office. But I've had a lot of people messaging me about this because it's kind of a big deal, but Beachbody has announced that they are doing away with the network marketing side of the business. And so if you've followed me at all for the last decade, you know that Beachbody has been a big part of my life and my story. And I've shared a lot about that, and I've brought a lot of people into Beachbody, as well as helped other people start their own businesses with Beachbody. If you are a customer, nothing has changed for you. Just reach out to your coach and see what their plans are moving forward, because there are a lot of coaches who are stepping back and not going to be continuing with a company. For myself, I haven't decided yet. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I'm really heartbroken over the whole situation because we built a really large team and brought a lot of hardworking, amazing people into this Beachbody ecosystem. And
many things can be true at one time. I can be glad that this person is talking about this and exposing what's going on, while still also being a little bit skeptical that, hey, she may end up joining another MLM. I can also be grateful that she's being honest and saying, hey, I haven't decided what I'm going to do or if I'm going to go to another company. And that's okay. All of this can exist at one time. I think it's important to talk about that. I will say that a distributor in an MLM is not a business owner. And this is a perfect example of that. At the end of the day, these MLM companies can do whatever they want, and the distributor has no say or authority in it. The fact that she brought in a lot of people to the company is sad, because I've done other videos where we've talked about Bodi's income disclosure statement, and the majority of people losing money or not making any at all. We can back that up with facts and data from the FTC. So my question as I'm watching this is, did this person know that the people in her downline were not making significant income like it sounds like she was? We don't know, but food for thought, something to think about as we move forward in this video for sure.
And a lot of those people brought a lot of customers into this and got people introduced to Beachbody. And unfortunately, Beachbody has decided to kind of take our customers from us, and make it harder moving forward to even know who's like purchased things under us. So
yeah, I think that's really weird. I think if you are an affiliate for any company and somebody orders using your affiliate code, you should very clearly be able to see, hey, this person ordered this, or this is the order number, this is what they ordered, and this is your commission. This is the money that you made based on that commission rate. The fact that Bodi, according to this individual, is saying, oh, well, we're going to make it really difficult. They probably didn't word it that way. But if you're going to be selling a product for any company as an affiliate, it should be very easy to figure out what you are making per sale. And this is weird. Also, as I was watching this earlier today, hearing her say that they're losing all of their customers is so weird to me. If they were that coach's customer, which you guys know how I feel about calling them coaches, but that's their title for distributors. If they are losing the customers that they have had, that makes no sense unless Bodi is essentially, in my opinion, trying to push these distributors away from the company so that they can keep all the revenue, which I could see them doing considering their financials have looked the way that they have looked over the last few years. Doesn't make it right though.
We're going to an affiliate model where basically you just buy under a link, and apparently they can't tell us who buys under those links. So there's just a lot. I wish I could say that I didn't see this coming and I'm just like shocked. I'm shocked the way it happened, but I'm not shocked that it did happen, because just some of the changes that had been made in the last couple years, if you know anything about network marketing, there's been a lot of companies shutting down or moving to affiliate-based models. The economy sucks. That's just one huge thing, and I think that was a huge motivating factor in this. But also we went public a couple years ago, which meant, a lot of the decisions that were being made sometimes weren't being made by the person who helped me kind of fall in love with building a team, and that was our CEO. And so just a lot of things changed, and I just didn't feel like bringing people into the company was kind of worth it.
Yeah. The other thing that has happened in the last few years is the anti-MLM movement has become very loud, and people are becoming more aware of what they're spending their money on and who they are spending money with. The education from people that were victims of these companies, and that's what I'm calling them, MLM victims, and the people that have lost money participating in these types of companies, and everybody's stories of surviving these companies is making a huge impact. So if you're somebody that is considering sharing your story in whatever way you feel comfortable, and you're like, I don't know if I want to do that, your story matters. It's really, really important, because you sharing your story, again, if you're comfortable, could prevent somebody from clicking that submit button and ordering an overpriced kit for an unethical product-based pyramid scheme. Makes a difference.
All my time and effort into it, it wasn't paying the same way that it did years ago, and I just wasn't willing to sacrifice that time again. While I'm like really angry and just more sad that it went down the way it did, I knew that day would come. I knew this day would come because it doesn't last forever. Like, if you've ever worked in the corporate world, even in dentistry, like how many...
See, but this is where we're getting to a fallacy. This is a false equivalence fallacy, comparing a multi-level marketing company and being a distributor in a multi-level marketing company to getting into dentistry or a corporate job. Three very different things. Her and her husband, it sounds like they own a dentistry practice, that would be very, very different than being a distributor in a multi-level marketing company. And working in corporate America in a job where you're getting an hourly wage, and depending on if you're full-time or part-time, or you could be getting a salary, benefits, those types of things, none of which you get in a multi-level marketing company. So this is a fallacy here that she is using, and I think it's important to point that out, because we see this kind of tactic, not to say that she's trying to recruit people into a scheme, but what she's saying here is, in my opinion, factually incorrect. You can't compare these three things because they're all very different.
Many small dental offices end up getting bought out by big corporations, and then they make changes, and it's like, it's just not the same. So as I started seeing that, I'm like, I kind of started mourning then, because I knew like this huge thing that we had built, like it had kind of seen its day. And so I was kind of prepared for that to happen. But it was just really abrupt, and the way that it was done, and then not getting to have access to our customers moving forward, that just really hurt. And I know that deep down it's likely not our CEO's decision, because we went public. So a lot of corporate decisions being made by people who
but he's a part of corporate. So even though the company went public and there's going to be more say and more opinions and more ideas shared and decisions being made by more of a collective group of people, he's still the CEO of the company, and he's still making decisions. And I do think that he needs to be held accountable for the people that he has hurt over the years.
we've never met. And so they are looking at the bottom dollar. So anyway, you're going to be seeing a lot of coaches who formerly were obsessed with Beachbody all of a sudden jumping ship to something else, and doing it with a lot of excitement. And it might even feel like icky inside, the way it's feeling icky inside to me. And I just want you to keep in mind, whether you're a Beachbody coach or even a customer that has followed some of these people and take their advice, be careful. You have to keep in mind that there are large teams. Like I had a large team. I was making very good income. I have coaches on my team who are making very good income. That's going to be gone, like completely gone. And so
what I'd like to point out is her saying, I had a large team, and because of that, essentially, she didn't say it in those words, but there's awareness around having a team and that being the way that you make significant income. I hope that this person doesn't join another MLM, and I'm glad that there's that awareness, and the fact that she is saying, I also had leaders on my team that were making significant income. That happens because the scheme is working. Unfortunately, there are so many people that lose money or don't make any at all. In order for those uplines to be able to say that they are making this significant income. And that's the sad part. That's the unethical part that the anti-MLM movement talks about all the time. And that's the reason why we call many of these companies product-based pyramid schemes, because the endless chain activities of the distributors being the customers. And for example, in Bodi, they're selling supplements. So Shakeology, they're Energized, which is their basically a pre-workout. And then there were programs that would come out, and then they had to get certified in programs. And it's this endless chain of the distributors buying the product to fund the upline's lifestyle.
So people who don't have anything to fall back on, like we have dentistry, and we've been focused on that anyway the last couple of years, and I had already taken a step back. But there's people who have been all in until this announcement, and all their eggs were in that basket, which we never recommended. If you were ever on my team, we always preached, this should never be your plan A. Network marketing is amazing, was amazing. I still think that it could be amazing in the future. I don't
think so. I think multi-level marketing, network marketing, social retail, social selling, when it comes to these multi-level marketing companies, is unethical and predatory. And you can change the wording, but it's designed the way it is for a reason. And it's because the scheme, in my opinion, works, unfortunately. And the only people that benefit are the top of the pyramid. And then when you're bringing people in based on, health claims and medical claims and things of that nature, people that are desperate to find a solution to get through their day with whatever is ailing them, You know, it's a horribly unethical thing.
I don't really know though. Like the way things are headed, I think network marketing it may have seen its day too. I don't know. I can't predict the future. However,
so.
Like we always told people on our team, like this is supplemental income. Like it helps you in many different ways, but
except it doesn't. And let's look at the Bodi income disclosure statement real quick. Okay, I'll make sure to put the Bodi income disclosure statement in the video description so you guys can check it out too. But this is from 2023. It comes directly from Bodi's website. And 79.5% of all coaches are considered a distributor. Their average earnings before any expenses, before buying any products, any programs, any supplements through Beachbody was $690 for the year. That's almost 80% of the company. So when I hear things like this, when somebody is saying, you know, this was supplemental income for so many people. Well, just looking at this and the income disclosure statement, it was supplemental income for a very small percentage of people. And the only reason they were making that income was off of the backs of the people that were losing money.
Never make this your only thing. But there are a lot of people who have, and they have to make a decision, like to be able to support their family. You are going to be seeing a lot of people who are making really quick decisions. And all of a sudden it's like within a 24-hour period, they're all about this new thing and like it's the next best thing and they're so excited and let's go and God told me this is what I should be doing. And just be careful, like just be careful, because there are a couple very specific companies that I've been invited to join in on and even offered bonuses to go to and take my team with me. And
MakeWellness, come to the front of the room, please. MakeWellness, allegedly and in my opinion.
They have huge red flags. Like a huge red flag, guys, is a company that's brand new, does not have a product that it's selling or have you even tried the product? That's worrisome that people are getting so excited over something that they have not even tried themselves to see if it works, to see if it even exists. That's scary.
Tell me she's not talking about MakeWellness. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. That is screaming MakeWellness, in my opinion.
I'm not shaming people for doing what they have to do for their family and taking the best offer or what's...
Okay, but I will. And here's why. When you have a bridge contract, that upline that gets the bridge contract doesn't disclose that to the downline, but expects the downline, the former downline from the previous company, to rebuild. If I can do it, you can do it. And meanwhile, this upline has this set income in place from this bridge contract. Sometimes these companies don't call it a bridge contract. Sometimes they call it a bonus. If you are a part of a company, an MLM company, and you are pushing a product that you have never tried, that you have never seen in real life, does it even exist, like she's saying here, and you are trying to recruit people into this scheme for a product you've never tried, not sure it exists, but oh, my upline's upline, your upline has tried it because they recruited a bunch of people into a company that hasn't even launched yet, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's crazy.
Going to look best for them financially. I just wish there was more transparency, because the reality is a lot of these people are being offered a bonus because they have big teams who will follow them wherever they go. And so they will be offered either a lump sum or a monthly payment or whatever it might be to go to this company and bring a certain amount of their team with them, because that company is banking on they have a huge team that's going to follow them. And that's just known in network marketing.
And these companies know that if these uplines are bringing teams, that those people are going to be ordering products. So the monthly payment or the lump sum payment that she's talking about is really a deal, in my opinion, for these companies, because of the amount of money that these distributors coming from another company into theirs is going to be spending. It's so sketchy.
But I don't think a lot of the people that have not built a large team understand that happens. And so it's not something that's transparent, and often they're signing NDAs. And sometimes these people are even placed like within the company in a really good spot to earn a lot more than what you would ever be able to. Part of network marketing that I hate, and kind of like one of the big reasons why like it's very hard for me to say like I will ever do network marketing again. I think it came into our life at the perfect time where we needed it, and I felt like Beachbody was a good balance of actually helping people and rewarding people who brought more people into your team who were actually helping people. Because
okay, but see, that explanation, it sounds to me like she's talking about a pyramid scheme. As a personal trainer, looking at some of these workouts and these videos that Beachbody puts out by their super trainers, I should do a whole video on that. The combining of exercises and all of that can be so dangerous for so many people. And I just wonder, and I've said this before on other body videos, I wonder how many people have been injured from following these programs, even with the modifiers from doing these home workouts. I wonder how many people have actually been injured because of the combination of movements that they're suggesting. Just separate the movements and focus on one thing at a time. It'll be okay. So I don't think that bringing these people in and saying we were helping people, considering that we have seen some of the, in my opinion, unhealthy eating habits that have been shown over the years, the unhealthy or excessive combinations of movements in their workouts that you can't tell me people haven't been injured over the years. Those things combined with it being an unethical business by being a multi-level marketing company and knowing the statistics behind it, combining that with Bodi's own income disclosure statement, who exactly were you helping? She probably thought at the time that she was in it and recruiting people, and she probably thought that she was helping her downline. But when you look at the data, it shows that the only person that she was actually helping was herself. That's not me being snarky. That's me saying, this is the data. This is what it shows. And that's a hard thing to swallow as somebody that had a team and was recruiting in multi-level marketing. That was one of the things that I had the hardest time with. Was I really thought I was helping people in MLM. That's what I was being told. That's the indoctrination. You're helping people. You know, if you're not recruiting people, you're being selfish. How dare you keep this opportunity from somebody else? And that indoctrination over time, you have to reverse. And that's really hard. That's really, really hard to do. So if you're somebody that's in Body and you're watching this, you had a team, maybe you know this person and you're like, I don't know what I want to do. Just pause and step back. And she's going to give some really great advice as well at a part in this video too. So you don't have to make a decision right now. Step away for just a second so that you can see through the smoke screen that MLMs create.
A lot of the things that we did were strictly based off how many people you got started with the Beachbody programs and products, which if they used, they got results, guys. Like, they work. They worked.
So wild that manipulating your calories and burning more calories through exercise actually works for the majority of people.
And that's the part of the business I loved, was seeing that and then seeing people just feel good about themselves and helping other people feel good, and then earn income that made things like just easier for their lives. But then like just this whole process and being invited to a lot of stuff, situation has kind of just opened my eyes to a whole side of network marketing that I felt like I was pretty shielded from. Like,
I really, really hope that her talking about this in her stories is part of her awakening and realizing how predatory multi-level marketing companies really are. And I hope that she moves so far away from it. And I'm so glad that she put all of this in her stories. I'm so glad.
My inbox, I have vultures like circling. Like, they are just watering at the mouth, trying to get me and my team and to go join this new thing. And it just feels so gross and icky. And I could never do that. I could never do that. Like, if I was ever to build a network marketing again, it would be so different. And maybe that wouldn't be successful. I don't know.
But see, you can't do MLM different. The math behind the compensation plans and all of that is designed in this way so that the top of the pyramid are the only people that are actually making any kind of income. I remember thinking this too when I was working my way out of MLM. Part of my awakening was, oh, I could do this different. You can't. That's not a thing. We want to think that. We want to believe that when we're in an MLM, speaking for myself. But part of the awakening is realizing, oh, this is how it is. I have to be okay with knowing that I'm the only one that is making substantial income and my team is not. They have trusted me. I've brought them in. I thought I was legitimately helping them. And then you find out that you are actually hurting them. And the reason they kept ordering was because they trusted you. They believed you. And you believed in it too. And part of that cognitive dissonance, trying to sort out the two things like, hey, I thought I was helping people and I actually was hurting people, but I was benefiting, is very, very confusing. And it takes some time to unwind or undo that ball of yarn and make sense of what's what. So you can't do MLM different. It's unethical. You can paint it a different color, you can add some glitter to it, but underneath all of that is still unethical business practices.
That's why I don't think I could ever do network marketing again. If you are a coach and you're seeing the top coaches in the company, like all of a sudden praising this one thing, and just chill. Just take a breather. Just give yourself time. There is no reason for you to rush into something. Because have you ever made a really good decision when it's rushed? Like that.
And the people, the vultures in the inbox that are practically foaming at the mouth to get these teams from Bodi over into what I believe she's referring to as MakeWellness, in my opinion, they are going to try and pressure you to make a quick decision. They are going to probably get with their upline or whatever, whoever is kind of doing this at these companies. And they're going to say, oh, well, we've got this contract. You have to sign it within a certain period of time. You have to sign this NDA within a certain period of time. And they're going to try and use high pressure sales tactics to get you into this company. And I absolutely agree with what she is saying here. Just take a pause, which, by the way, if it is MakeWellness that she's talking about, these bonuses, where's that money coming from, Justin? How, in a company that hasn't even launched, if this is the company she's referring to, and I'm not saying it is, where's this money coming from? Do you have private investors? Because that's weird. A company that hasn't even launched yet, having rank advancements, the majority of people haven't tried the product. I find that a little suspicious.
I've seen a lot of people making a very quick decision, and then the people who I trust and are full of integrity have even kind of made a decision, and then privately they're like, I'm not going to do this yet. Like I need to take a step back and like not let my emotions get in the way of all of this, because a lot of us want to lead with emotion right now. And the reality is a lot of us could very easily go to a new thing and make a lot of money really fast. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah, because of these bonuses, bridge contracts, sales performance contracts, whatever you want to call them. When you are bringing a team from a previous company, and let's say that you're bringing hundreds of people over into a new company, you're probably capitalizing on if they have a fast start type program, which are heightened bonuses within your first 90 to 120 days, somewhere in there. And then you're making money off of all of them buying kits of some kind. So yeah, those people that are doing that are making a lot of money very quickly, and then it dwindles. And that's why we see people like Shanna and Brandon Hunter that have been a part of 10 MLMs that I talked about in a previous live stream, 10 different MLMs. They typically stay 8-ish months on average. They run up the comp plan by bringing all these people from previous companies, and then they're shopping around for a new opportunity, and they do it all over again. That's how this works. So if you're somebody that is watching your upline, you're in an MLM, let's say you're in Bodi, you're in an MLM, and let's say that your upline is pressuring you to join MakeWellness with them. Ask them if they got a special deal or a special bonus. Ask them that question. It's going to be uncomfortable. They're not going to like it, but ask them the question. Did you get a bridge contract? Did you get some kind of a bonus where you're going to bring the team over? Ask them these specific questions, because they probably did.
I could go to this thing and hype it up and take my team with me and make a bunch of money really, really fast. It's the truth. I also know it only hurts those people who I bring into it, because they will not have the same opportunity that I do.
That part.
They don't have a big team coming with them, and a lot of them will end up losing money. I know this, and it's not right. Like, I just cannot do that. I will never do that. And so it just doesn't feel right. And it feels gross, and it feels icky, and it feels scary that people who I've looked up to are kind of taking that route. And like I said, I understand that like people need to make a decision based off of their family and their needs, but I wish it was just more transparent.
And they're making that decision for their family off of the purchases of the people joining the new company from the previous company. I get what she's saying. There's people that this is their sole source of income, but they're doing it off the backs of other people, that they are preying on the relationship that they have with them so that them and their family are taken care of. But the new distributor coming from the old company is losing money. But it's okay because, and I'm not saying that's what she's saying, like, oh, it's okay because, you know, we're taken care of. That's just how it is.
About what's really happening. It's just sad. It's sad. It's really sad. No, I'm not getting on my stories and saying, I'm so excited about this new opportunity. No, not happening. No. I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing, and maybe even more, because now I feel like more free to be able to post without like there being an agenda behind it, because I felt like there for a while, if you know me, you know, like I cannot force myself to post something. I cannot force myself to share parts of my life, like if that's going to like lead to a sell or something. Like I can't. I built my business off of just posting what I enjoyed doing. And when it didn't feel good anymore, I stopped doing it. Like I cannot, if something doesn't feel good in my body and my gut, I cannot do it if it does not feel authentic.
I think that this is very dangerous language though, because of her kind of on the line, in my opinion. Oh, I hope I'm wrong. But I can see her months from now saying, this felt right in my spirit. This felt right in my gut. I felt very aligned with this. And that's why I joined this company. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope she doesn't join another MLM. I love that she is speaking out about this and how this doesn't feel right. And you know, these people are going to be losing money in the bridge contracts. I appreciate that she's talking about all of this. I think it's really, really important, but I'm not side-eyeing her necessarily in what she's saying. I'm side-eyeing her because I'm like, please don't join another MLM. I know I've said that a couple times, but yeah.
And so now that's even though I didn't ever feel like I had to do that, there was always kind of that pressure behind, like, oh, am I doing this to like get people, or am I doing this for me? You are a leader within Beachbody, or you're someone who never quite reached that type of rank, and you're seeing like,
which is the majority of people in Beachbody, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, this could be my new opportunity in this new company to do the things that I wanted to do with Beachbody. Just be careful. Be careful. Like, network marketing is not in the same place with the economy and just society that it was a decade ago, or even 5 years ago, or 3 years ago. Like, things have changed a lot, and there's also just like a lot of shadiness going on with a lot of stuff, and a lot of promises being made that you don't know that those people can keep. And I just don't want to see you ruin your reputation building something on really shaky ground and it being taken away from you like it's being done to us right now. We say we built our own businesses. Clearly we didn't, because it's being taken away from us. However, we always knew that. Like, I knew that going into it. So,
I mean, but did you? Because if you knew that back then, why would you recruit people into it? If you knew that it was such shaky ground and it could be taken away from you at any moment, why would you be recruiting people? I don't think she did. I think she knew that, hey, this is like a side thing, because she has her main income with her and her husband from the sounds of it. But I don't think she knew that this can go away in the way that it did. Because why would you participate in that if you knew that this was a possibility? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Line, everybody be careful. Like, there's a lot of noise out there, especially if you are a Beachbody coach, especially if you're a Beachbody leader. There's vultures in your inbox, and there's going to be a lot of hype and excitement and a lot of things that feel like you have to act right now and you have to do it right now. Follow your gut. Your gut is going to be right almost all of the time. If something doesn't feel right, just take a break, take a breather, log offline for a while. And like, if it's meant to be for you, it will be there for you in a week, in 2 weeks, in 2 months. Like if it's really meant for you. Okay, so everybody's chill.
I love the message. I absolutely agree with that last part, except for I don't think MLM is meant for anybody because of the unethical business practices, because of the health claims, because of the proprietary blends, because of the income disclosure statements and the facts around MLM, multi-level marketing. I don't think that that is meant for anybody. I think that that is just wording, spiritual manipulation. And I'm not saying that person was doing it. I think that overall that language is a way to spiritually manipulate people to think, oh, no, it's meant for you. You were meant to be here. God brought you here for a reason. No, I don't think so. God would not bring anybody into an unethical business model where the majority of people lose money or don't make any at all. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this video. If you loved it, feel free to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you would and haven't already. Click the little bell notification on if you would like to get notified anytime I upload anything. And if you're in Bodi and you have these vultures in your inbox, take a second, just like she said, think about things, step away, let it marinate a little bit, and don't make any rash decisions, because an MLM is an MLM and it's not going to change regardless of what that person in your inbox is saying. It's the same kind of business practices. It's the same model. And if it's MakeWellness, ask if that upline got any kind of a bonus and if they've even tried the products, because the majority of them have not. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching all the way through. Appreciate your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.